Okay, here's my microphone. This is the Historic District meeting of February 24th. How did we get to February 24th? 2025. How did we get to 2025? I am Martha Ball. I am the Vice Chair, Acting Chair for this meeting.
Elizabeth Moss.
Bill Cook.
And we have only a couple of items on our agenda tonight, so I'm not going to curse it and say we'll be out of here soon. The first one is continued. Why are we? Is this only preliminary?
Yes.
Right, but
Why is it?
I don't know what.
okay, so we can.
We can make it final.
Yeah, let's make it final.
If everything works, we'll make it final with the motion if everything works. So, and representing the Manasees is, please speak into the microphone, identify yourself. And you have submitted a sketch, which I've already lost. Okay. These
Paul Filippi for the Manassas Hotel.
the doors that you want to put in?
Yes.
There was some, other people had some other questions. I know you did. Do you want to go ahead?
Well, I guess just if you could refresh us and review what the changes from last submission to this submission.
Okay. In the
Overall, since we don't have, none of us, including yourself, I don't think have the package from last month.
no, I to go back and do some background at the last meeting, Mike Abbott was here and he presented the changes to the proposed changes to the exterior of the Manassas building. And he proposed in his initial draft design to have scalloped shingles below the raised windows that were proposed. And I believe the board asked if he had any other ideas because I forgot the reasoning. I think it was said that it didn't offset that area as well. So he came back and drew up what you guys have in front of you now, which is kind of like a door scheme with trim and some decorative features that would be below those windows that were proposed.
So it's a false door under new windows.
Exactly.
To mimic what's currently.
Yes, it looks pretty much what's there right now in those areas.
And when you say the Manassas building, it's an addition.
Yes, it's the addition to the historic structure that was built in the
Circa
1870s.
1980.
Yeah, about 1980.
Refresh your memory. You were here for the meeting, right? Remember it's on the back side.
I know exactly where it is. Just for the record,
Oh,
when he said the Manassas building.
You're so good at that.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's the circa 1980
Addition.
addition.
Yeah, on the south side of the building, a one-story addition. And the window treatments would be primarily visible from the backyard area and some houses that are on High Street. But the proposed changes would not be visible from the Spring Street side.
Does anybody have any other questions, comments? Does this suit what you were looking for?
It does.
I'll put forth a motion.
Go right ahead.
I will make a motion to make final approval for 251 Spring Street LLC, Plat 7, Lot 27, Fire 251, the Historic Manassas Hotel. This is in the removing of a sliding door, the adding of 5 windows that will take on the design of a faux door, thereby replicating in kind. Any other facts of finding, Ms. Martha?
That's fine.
All right.
I mean, I think you should mention that it's the 1980
Oh,
rear
thank you, yes.
edition.
It's the 1980 edition,
Do we know what
backside,
85 circa?
Or circa.
circa.
Because it was after 84, I'm sure.
Okay. So circa 1980s.
Circa 1980s.
I was
For
saying
the-
Yes.
85.
We were not trying to replicate a 1980s style of
Right,
architecture.
Yeah.
Of course.
And we had a second.
Second.
I second.
Okay, any other comments, questions? All in favor? Aye.
Aye, aye.
So voted. This is not on the agenda, but this is just generally, and the Manassas made me think of it. We should start trying to get from applicants and not going back. You're okay. A better detail of when additions are made on their buildings. Certainly ones that have been done since historic came into play. Elizabeth, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you might know this. I remember when Levittown was 50 years old and there was this big to-do about 50 years being a standard.
Right.
Is 50 years still a standard?
It still is.
Okay, so it's like, that's like 1975.
Right.
And I think that's the other thing that I don't believe we all act like it is, but I don't think something new is exempt from the standards that we have and the way that
Correct.
people had carried on. I think that was something in the very, very beginning when it was new, and we'll see how this works. And it just got carried on, and we need to stop doing that. Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Julie, our next application is Coastal Resorts Holdings, which is a national.
And I am Julie Natalizia, and I'm the general manager of the hotel. You want me to kind of give you an overview of what we are
Please.
proposing? Sure. So as you all know, we have the backyard with the fire pits, and that was renovated. Now that Martha just brought that up, but I believe we started in 2012 when we started making those changes. And we have a musician that plays outside every night, and currently have always used a white tent to kind of protect him, give him some shade. We're hoping to get rid of the tent because, they blow and they rip, and then put up this, it's a galvanized steel pergola, but it would be temporary. We'd put it up at the, in mid-June, we take it down early September when he's done performing. So it's sort of just a change in what we'd like to do to cover him while he's performing. So.
Just for a matter of record.
Sure.
So you have a nice aerial shot here that shows these 4 umbrellas. I'm just not real clear where you want to put the pergola. Would it be where those 4 umbrellas are?
Can I come in?
Yeah.
So that, it's, it would be here.
Okay,
So
perfect.
there is a picture, like where it shows that tent
Okay.
right there. That's what we're trying to replace. Yeah. And the umbrellas they're all wheels. They all move around depending on what people need for shade.
Okay, Julie, I'm sorry.
Sure.
We should have put this on the screen. Where are you here?
So it's easier to see it in this photo. That's where they go, and then this picture right here kind of shows that's the current tent that we put up and take down, which is basically in this area right here.
So
So like right there.
right in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Because this area was actually taken before we put pavers in all the way down here. Yeah,
Got
the
it.
Current area was that area.
Okay, good enough. Thank you. I don't have
So it's tucked
any-
away from it's actually tucked back
sort of along the hedges.
Right, so
Right,
it's-
exactly. So it's not in the walkway.
It's even beyond. I'm sorry,
And-
Martha.
You know, it's temporary.
Yeah, like I said, we put it up right before we start musicians and we take it down as soon as we finish the musicians.
Yeah, I just don't want to get snagged with zoning.
No, that's,
Sidelines.
no, that's why our intent is really just to make it, seasonal, I guess.
And it'll last longer anyways.
It will. Yeah, it won't
Yeah.
be covered in duct tape by September. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe,
hopefully not.
hopefully. We've gotten all the wind out of the way this winter, maybe.
Right.
I'm all for getting rid of any kind of tent. And if it's a temporary structure, I see absolutely no problem with this. For my comment.
I have the same comment.
Sir,
Yeah. It's an evolving space and it isn't permanent.
Yeah, it's a reversible treatment.
Right.
Have an issue with it.
Okay, anybody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion for Coastal Resorts Holding, Plot 6, Lot 117-2, Fire Number 3, the National Hotel, for the installation of a seasonal pergola as presented, anticipated season June, late September.
Early September, really.
Any facts and findings?
I guess just adjacent to the historic National Hotel. I'm blanking, 1903?
1903 is the new national, yes.
And national dates to 1887. The existing buildings, 1903. And there have been some changes on the back, but I would assert this is in no way undermines or negatively impacts the historic nature of the national.
a second.
We all set? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, you're pretty good about telling me.
That's what I meant, if it doesn't sound, I need, it gets you. He's like, I did not say that.
I would like to throw out, listening to last month's meeting when we were in the other end of the building was a lot easier to hear what you guys had to say on the video than listening when we were in here. What, rewatching the YouTubes? It was, but it was a lot easier to hear what they were saying than it is down here.
Except we figured out when Michael Abbott was talking because his back was to where the
Camera was.
camera and microphone. Like you could hear pretty well when people were kind of facing that, but he was turned towards them. So if you're wondering why that got left out of the article.
Why'd you write about
Yeah. Okay. Oops. All right, I'll change that. Did I not break you? Or did I just like change the name? Okay, I'll go back and look. No, that's fine.
The, Eureka, is it in here that they're actually expanding the length of the proposed porch?
Yeah.
Probably more. Yeah. I mean,
It's not here to look at.
he's not here to defend himself anyway, so Mark did.
I'll just go back and watch the video, it's okay.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, otherwise. Okay. All set, plan on the table? Okay, you okay? I'm okay. And a follow-up question to your point you raised, which I thought was excellent, about for applicants to
Do a better history.
do a bit. Yeah, so we need to review the application. So we get that under the agenda.
I will sit on
Sort of
next month's
review
agenda.
Do you want me to put the application or standards or both? Okay. No, that's okay.
Put too much on.
We did that at the
No.
last meeting.
I don't remember that, but
Yep.
yeah, I feel like, and part of it is my, I'm getting older. I feel like if we don't have a record here, it's not going to exist. As so many people don't know anymore, and I find myself saying things like, oh, I don't know. Like when you said Cemetery Street used to be Center Road. That's what threw me with that. But it was like 150 years, 120 years ago. So not really valid, but, or, you know, how many times the surf has been, yeah. I mean, how many sections there are and how many pieces, and when somebody says, oh, they've changed something, well, they've changed an awful lot, and the Spring House has multiple, just from the old postcards, you can see how many things have changed over time, and that evolution I've always felt was part of the history of the architecture. The National is one of the few places that's relatively intact. I mean, there were more things.
Yeah, there's the
That are-
wing that's missing off the back.
I don't remember that wing.
I
I
don't.
I know when it came down. It was in the 70s. I've got a picture of 1991. It's there.
91.
Yep. Alan Lasner's Christmas card, 1991. But you know, it's so bizarre. I have no recollection of it. No one wants to listen to that. Okay, did we approve the minutes?
I need a motion.
I thought we had a motion a second, as amended. Okay, and we have a second?
I second that.
All in favor? We stand adjourned.
Wait, we need a motion to adjourn.
No, we stand adjourned.
Okay.
I'll stand for that.
Okay.